Please state your name for the log. This is Code Kitsune signing on. Voice recognition is required. Be excellent to each other and be excellent to yourselves. Stream launch is imminent. Yay! Oh, thank you, Tricky. I made that today, this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I took stock video and stuff, and like stock music. Like the royalty-free music that Nikto Music does. I took their music. So I didn't make the music, but I put it together. I put it together. I wanted something a little bit more exciting than what I had. Get amped up beforehand. Let me shout them out. They have a bunch of royalty-free music, and they have music that you can pay for and stuff. I use them for the podcast. I use them for the stream because they'll let you use their stuff for free. I've given them some money because I use their music for like everything. It's mostly techno type stuff, but they have a variety of different stuff in that genre. So like all the music that gets used for the stream is from them. Excuse me. I was eating apples right before. Yeah, and then I just Googled a programming royalty-free thing on YouTube. And that video came up. I edited it a little, you know, like I changed colors and cut it and cut stuff out and moved things around, but yeah. I like yours, though. I like the little dancing lady. That's fun. And I like your anime stuff, too. Oh, that's Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I had... For like one video, I had one that I like tried to cut in some of like one of my favorite bands, but when I tried to upload it to YouTube, it was like copyright strike. And it was literally like 2 seconds of it, and I was like, ugh. And plus, Twitch has muted some of the videos that I have. Mostly the Life is Strange stuff, which I can't control at all, because it's the friggin' music in the game. I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, at least it's fine during the stream. But it was frustrating, like, when I wanted to put stuff on YouTube afterwards, I was like, I can't put this on YouTube because the sound's not there. So. But yeah. And Nikto Music has a ton of stuff, and there's some stuff that's not royalty free, and then some stuff that is. Yeah. Because I was like, I want to play music, but But I want people, like, I don't know how many people go and watch them later, but, like, I do that sometimes if I miss something. So I was like, if I can avoid this, I'd like to. Can't always avoid it. But, you know. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I've played this game one time a long time ago. And I'm really excited to play it again. I'm really excited to play it again. And it just made sense to play it after I finished up Life is Strange. Because it's not the exact same feel, but I feel like people who like Life is Strange would probably like What Remains of Edith Finch. I feel like it fits into that niche. I wish that I did order a new monitor, and I wish that I had it for this game right now, but that's okay. I finally broke down and did it. Because the one I have, the quality is not good, which I kind of need and want it to be for some of the stuff that I do. Because there's sometimes, like, I'll make something in Photoshop, and then I'll be looking at it on my bigger monitor, and I'll move it to the smaller monitor that's higher quality, and I'm like, oh no, what happened? So I kind of need it for that. Just because if I feel like it's necessary to pay for higher end consoles, then I should probably have a monitor that lets me enjoy those higher end consoles. I mean, you guys see it good either way, but like for me, it gets a little wacky. Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't want to start it up because I forgot it goes like right into it. I need to move my chat window. Go somewhere else. I need to make like a spot for it. I'll have to rearrange my stuff a little bit. A little bit. All right. It's like 15 minutes in. I think I'll just start. How about that? Oh, and I need to make a little subscriber window on my, with my 2 up there. Like a follow donor in the subs. I'll have to slide that in there. And this gets, like, right into it. Pretty much. Again, by Giant Sparrow. I'll have to check their other games. I think this is the only one of theirs I've played. I'm really... Oh, there's one that's supposed to relate? I'll have to look for that. Because I have all the consoles, because we're a gaming family. But I'm really... I was watching the trailer for Hellblade again. The new Hellblade. And I'm really excited, Tricky. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait for that to come out. I don't remember how to do anything. Ah, there we go. This is such a cool game. Let me make sure that it has subtitles. Oh no, does it not have... Does it not... It has subtitles on it, doesn't it? Yeah, I will try and be there for that. Because the first one, I love that game. It's on my list to do on stream too. Because one of the reasons I want to do it on stream really bad is because I like, we have surround sound. So it was really cool, but I really want to play it with headphones on, and I haven't done that yet. Yeah. I want to say this has the subtitles. Yeah, I have no current save data. God. I'm so excited about Hellblade. Yeah. I'm sure it is, yeah. And if I'm gonna play it, I might as well stream it.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
This game is so cool.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
This is probably going to be a stream where I'm kind of quiet, and I'll try and pause it if I'm going to talk. Because I
hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
How do I...
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Oh, you're all good, Turkey. I understand the plight that you are in. What food are you getting? I was good and I had apples before the stream, but I'm gonna have spaghetti later. Leftover spaghettis.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
I think I was asking about subtitles because I completely forgot that there was all kinds of fancy text effects. So I have bad memory. A deer! Life is Strange had a deer in it too. Danger, deer in the woods.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
bacon, egg, and cheese. I love...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oop. I love breakfast food. It's my favorite.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Excuse me.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
No? Oop. Okay, that's what that door is. Okay. Well, the game stopped here because I can't remember how to get in the house. Oh.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
I know. And the way the controls are, oh my god. Like, they just... It's very, very immersive. Like, knocked it out of the park. And it's like, I don't even mind sort of being lost, so I could just hang out for a minute. How do I get in? I'm not getting any... Gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember how to get in. It won't let me do anything to this door. Oop, I keep hitting that. Nope, nothing. Nope, nothing. Do you remember how to get in, Tricky? Is there a window? Yeah, yeah. I've played it before, so I'm fine with you telling me. Just so I don't wander around like a dummy. I've only played it once and it was so long ago. Yeah, I don't mind you telling me. Is there... I appreciate that. I do. Oh, wait. What's this? No. Oh, I thought it... It didn't give me a prompt. I checked that. Maybe I have to, like, crouch or something. That works, that works. Do I have to... What do I do? Let me in. Let me in. There we go.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Man, I feel like almost everybody had one of these when they were a kid. Those old plastic swimming pools you filled up with a hose.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Right, tricky. I love all the books everywhere. I love it so much.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Enjoy your breakfast, Tricky.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh, orcas. Orcas.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
So many books. So many books. Well, let me turn that. I want to make sure that you guys can hear all the, like, little...
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The creak of the floorboards and stuff. Like, it's just made so well.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Mystery.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I like how Bigfoot's on it. Oop. Little birdies everywhere.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
We need to turn it up on the stream a little bit. Like the, let me see. I don't want it to be too crazy, but there we go. That's a little bit better, I think. He's a little dog. It's just, it does like it's the game is beautiful, but it's like unsettling, you know, like it doesn't look like a spooky game. But it's just like this just so it's so simple, but this right here is very unsettling. Can't do anything with it. Can't do anything with it. Unless I can I peek? I can peek.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Can't get in. Can't get in.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Not you.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
I've got feet.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Fine, Mom. Ooh. Spoopy.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I love her little gloves. I love them so much.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Guys, there's a fox on the wall. Look at that.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Me too, Molly. Me too. All right. Sorry about that.
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Girl, you crazy. Girl, you crazy.
I kept eating and eating.
Girl, you nasty. I missed it.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
How dare you?
I ate a lot of things that night.
No, not the goldfish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Not the goldfish.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oop, wrong button. Aha! There we go.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
No, not joking.
The babies were all gone. I jumped and I almost got her.
The cat noises.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Oop. I missed it. Where you at, little bunny? Where you at?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
This game is so wild. So wild. Uh-oh. Man, guys, the new Maneater game was so good.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Imagine driving on the road, you see a
I was
shark.
hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
What? You dang seal?
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
game is so wild and cool. Like I said, I might be really quiet, so just like yell at me if you want to talk to me. I just don't want to talk over stuff because the sound and everything is so good. Where are you at? Oop! There you are. What? Did I go over it? It's hard to be a shark, guys. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I lost it. Whoop. Ah. I won't eat you.
Grabbed on tight.
There we go.
But
I'm
I
gonna
was
eat
so
you.
hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
This way. What are you doing? Tentacle? Come around. There we go.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
It jumped. Come back around. Ugh. Come on. No, like, why am I turned around? No, I can't see. There.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly was rusty, razor, his belly was rusty, his belly was rusty, razor, no more. Once I was a drunken sailor.
Wait, this a tentacle. Oh. gonna get you.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
So spooky. So spooky. Coming out of the toilet. It's all bad. All bad.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Spooky.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I heard a kitty. I don't think there's anything else.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
You're
Though,
no kidding, she
when we
sealed the
adopted a
doors and
stray
shit.
kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, Lurpy. All their little sad little parrot altars. Old memorabilias. Little parrot shrines.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I love it, I love it.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr. Lake trip, my friend Bigfoot.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Well, yeah. Gotta spice that up.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Oh, God, stretch.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Can't escape the curse.
Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
The mysteries of death and the thereafter. Joining the great majority. Norwegian folktales. I think I have a book that looks like that. Somewhere. It's not Norwegian folktales though. I want to look at their little house.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, the pink bathroom. What a design. Oh, bubbles. Oh, somebody done been drinking in the bathroom?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, the fruit. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
All the little slides and stuff. This is old school. Couple turns land into a native haven. Just the details in this game are so good. It's so good. There's so much. There's so much. And like, all the rooms feel so distinct. Like, it's just so cool.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
All the little darts. No, we'll do this one first.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
It's so cool. I'm gonna say
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
That's all I can do.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I thought maybe I should peephole, but I guess not. I guess not. I think this is one of the things, if I was like stupid, dumb, rich, I would just make like crazy secret passageways in my house. Just for fun. Oh no,
The passages were a
too
pretty
spoopy.
tight fit.
Too spoopy.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay, so there's this.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
No, I don't want to go back. Well, instead of the Hollywood sign. Oh.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Barb Street.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
This will be important later.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is so cool. See, now it's switched over and now I'm controlling inside the comic strip.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I mean, who wouldn't? The music. Ooh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, no.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
I'm too spooked. I'm too spooked.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
Understandable.
furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
It's mine
And she
now.
was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Oh no.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I love how the house is a character all on its own too. It's very cool. This is what I need in my house. This crazy like book arch. I need that. A skate! I'm spooked by that jack-o'-lantern. I'm too spooked. Too spooked. Too spooked, guys. I'm too spooked.
Walter, are you there?
Oh yeah, because this wasn't in his room. Oh no. I have to go here. I don't want to go here. I'm spooked.
Walter
I'm spooked.
vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Get out of here, Hook Man.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Can't throw this crutch at his head.
Had vanished.
No!
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Inside the house?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Eerie tale. Hit.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Poor part. there's anything else in here that we're missing.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
That was great. Let's go play with the music box. Yeah. Yeah. This room looks so normal. Oh, them sun rays, though. It's one of my favorite random light effects in games is sun rays.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Well, we're down here now. Ooh, ooh, spoopy. Spoopy windy.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Ooh, see, we were just down here. But in a comic book.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
I got a bunker and some shit.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough,
January
you get used to anything.
1976.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Oh, he's got the crutch up there. Oh, little train set. This game is so cool, guys. I highly encourage, even if you watch somebody stream it, me or anybody else, that you play it yourself, because the way they make the controls and everything, it's just very immersive and very cool.
I know it's out there somewhere.
When I bought it, it was like $7.99. That was like when I bought Life is Strange 2. I got it at the same time, so it might not be on sale anymore, but it was on sale for like $7.99 when I got it. Totally worth it.
And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I've been eating peaches.
I don't mind if I only have a year left.
30 years.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Man. Just when you get out. Just when you get out. Terrible. Terrible.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Can you imagine finding out that your parents had hid from you a whole person living in your basement? What? What?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
But still. Oop. Oh, it's a fake window. I mean, man, can you imagine living in a place this small for that long? And only eating peaches? I mean, I like peaches as much as the next girl, but damn. That's a rough time, dude.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oop. No, wait. What? Oop. I hit the wrong way. I bumped it. Books down here, too. Books everywhere.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Got your compost.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Aww. Hi, Spice. How are you?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I am playing What Remains of Edith Finch.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
This might be a quietish stream, just warning you. I kind of warned everybody else, and I don't know if you've been, like, lurking, but... This is one of those games that's, It's like, sort of? It's like a guided story. It's very artistic. It's kind of
And
melancholy.
The history you're a part of.
It's very different. It's very unique. I wouldn't put it as like... it's not super, super intense. Okay, well, to each their own, bud. I love this game. I love this game. This is my second time playing it. As opposed to just watching it. Can I just walk out here? I don't know.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and too had been my fault.
Oh no! Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Oh, Shotzi. Oh, the little frog. His little thing fell over.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh. Oh, their headstones are so cool. Little pretty thing. Just the thoroughness, the details. This game
I'm
is so
sure
good.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh no, I didn't do it. I was like, did I miss something?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
What a family history, man. I think if I was in that situation, I would definitely believe in a curse.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
If I remember properly, his room's really groovy. If it's who I think it is.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh no, his isn't the groovy one. Never mind, I'm lying. poor guy.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
They all have stories, though. There's books, like, in all the rooms. It's interesting. Oh. Airline ticket. I was like, can you see the bump? Straight to the thing, okay.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shooting is strongly encouraged. Oop.
Not quite.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
We are child.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
It's like I'm playing Life is Strange again. Oh, yeah.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Where's he at?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely... Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail with deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Let's see. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
I don't know exactly what you want me to take pictures of.
Was it? Could have been.
eyes, Don.
Aha. Go lay down.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where you at, Carl? Oh, hi.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to...
Oop.
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, aha. Okay. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, weirdo. Like, she's crying and shit, dude. Get up the...
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
There it is.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead. She's trying to get
Sam
under
spent
the
his
desk.
life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
There's nothing else, right? This doesn't go off now. No. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Stretch. How are you guys out doing out there in Chatland? Oh. Oh. So sore from working out. I think I won't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, that's a spooky baby. That is a spooky baby. Oh no, no, I was just trying to read the top page. My bad. We won't do that though.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, it's the little frog from the bathroom.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I'm the frog.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Oh, the whales. Eyeball. There we go. Jump! Jump! Gregory. Jump. Oh, wait, I see. There we go.
Sure made him happy.
Guy. Go over there. I have a feeling I need you. Stay there. Stop wiggling. Stop wiggling. Ugh. Oh, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow, Gab N64. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. We're just playing a nice little bathtub simulator. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Can you scooch over, you darn thing? Oh, greetings, greetings. Very cool. Go that way. Man, I don't remember how to do this one. Ugh. I know I need to get up there. Ugh. Shoot on a biscuit. He won't go any further. There we go. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay. So you want... I'm trying. There we go. Oh, son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit! No.
I know how.
There we go.
that I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That one's a rough one. That one's a rough one. Not that a lot of these aren't, but that one's a rough one. It's sad. Very sad.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet... A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, there it is.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Game's so cool!
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Man. Whew.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, the kite. When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Ah, nice, nice. Raise flag, duties, routine. Oh. Interesting that there's like nothing in Dawn's. I don't remember the story about Dawn yet. Gus looks like a rebellious little kid. Look at that mohawk. Flipping middle fingers. Oh, it looks like he's into some metal. What a good boy. I might play this again at some point once I have the new monitor. Just calling it out so that I can see it again
after
better.
her brothers died.
We'll see.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This is a game that I wouldn't mind revisiting again. This is the sort of groovy one. Oh no, maybe there's a groovy one somewhere. I saw this part and I thought it was the groovy one. Not yet. Not yet.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Such cool little rooms.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
I don't get to read that one? I guess not. Oh, what's this? Did I want to do that? No, not yet. Whoops.
I didn't know that was going to take me down downstairs.
Man, like, poor Edith Finch. In that getting to know you stage of like dating and you're like sharing family stories. Can you imagine? A wild time. Alright, that's all they're giving me, so let's
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
just, they do the atmosphere so well.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Our family history, fact or fiction. Analyze objectively. Never stop learning. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. Ask tough questions. Yeah, Lewis rules. Oh. Reading is a hoot. Great job. Great job.
But it didn't last.
Oh, and they did like history projects on their family. That's cool. To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. It makes sense that it just sort of fits. Like that they would even homeschool, sort of, you know what I mean? It's just less, so much of their lives is in the house.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I love the trees on the wood pieces. They just make sure to drop in every detail that they can. I appreciate that about this guy. There we go. This is a good game, yeah. It's not very, like, hyped up stream, but it's, you know, it's not like a getting hyped stream game, but I really wanted to play it again. So it's sort of like a quiet, chill stream. Talk as much as you want, though. Alright, that's fine. It's one that I feel weird talking over. I feel like I shouldn't talk over it.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Oop. Hold on. Ah, there we go. No, just hold on. No. Oh, just hold it. Okay. I got it now, guys. I apologize.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Like, in all the ways that they tell the story are so different. It's like, it's so fascinating. I think he was trying Used to be such a weird, cool place to live as a kid.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom. Guess we go back out the way we came.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Hmm? Nope. We can... How do... Don't remember how to do. We drop down? No. Ooh. This looks promising. Yes. Yes. Oop. Try again. Can you... Okay. Down? Oh. How let me open? There we go. Up. This is the groovy one.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
She means it smells like pot. Gotta have them black lights, son.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
When Brandon and I played this the first time, he really loved this part because he has ADHD and ADD and all that stuff, and had it when he was a kid. He's like, this is one of the best representations I can think of as to what that feels like. And I was like, that's very cool.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. Things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Because I feel like there's something lost in not being able to play it yourself, because the story maze part is on this one and the fish cannery is on this one. So it's really interesting. They make you think.
I worried about him then.
Think with both sides of your head.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Your head stick behind backs.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Yeah.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis. Idiot.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
God, what a horrible job.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for...
Let's do... Oh, okay. Well, we're doing this.
Radiant rainbows.
Don't change your mind halfway through. I think we did Sinister Serpents the last time we played.
He followed the sound of his...
Ooh, electric sitar.
Electric sitar.
And that's funny because, like,
His
then
chase led him to a golden
your own
palace
muscle memory
east of the
kicks
sun
in.
and west of the moon.
You don't have to think about doing the fish anymore. They pop up and you just do
Even
it.
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
This is one when we were playing it, I was like, oh no, when is it gonna
He began
happen?
to despise the man with a royal contempt.
When is it gonna happen? I still thought I could save him.
even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, Molly. Which is interesting when you think about it, because Molly's another one who sort of lost track of herself. So I'm guessing that he probably inherited something from her. He's not necessarily inheriting a good thing.
There was only one thing left to do.
God, I remember that moment. I remember seeing that the first time and I was like, oh God. I was like, no, this is a bad. This is such a bad. No, I don't want to do it. Let's just stay here. This is the end of the game. Everybody had a nice time. Ugh. It's so good though.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
It's a rough one. It's a rough one.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Not the best policy there, Mom.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Ooh, interesting. Oh God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending. Ugh. Oh, yeah. By paths as yet untrodden, give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where to go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. Interesting. Oh, Sanjay stuff.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe you should have come sooner.
Oh, I think Brandon's home. Oh, little paper for him.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
I want it to be done. Oh, this is her room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Oh, this hit me different this time. Because my grandma's like on the verge. She's like on the verge.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Oh, poop. Am I not supposed to see anything? Can't tell. I don't remember. Aha!
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
What's this game about? We're actually almost to the end, I believe. It's about the main character, Edith Finch, inherits a key from her mom, and it's to their old family house. And you get to go, it's sort of puzzly, it's very artistic. You go through and you learn about basically how each of them passed away, and you learn more of it, and they sort of have like the Finch family curse, and so they've all passed away in sort of weird ways, and you get to explore the house and learn about all of that.
We both tried to make the best of it.
It's very cool. I'll probably play it again at some point.
A few years went by.
Just because I really like revisiting it. This is the second time I've played it. And I've got to say, I'll probably come back and play this again at some point. Especially when I have my new monitor, so I can
to talk about it.
see it look a little bit better than it does right now.
But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
But I highly
And then I
recommend
was
playing it
alone.
on your own as well. It's very good.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. Got the chill bumpies. There it is. There it is. The credits for this are cool too. But yeah, Evie, it's very good. I played through the whole thing today. It was about 3 hours. Less, even. Because I'm coming up on 3 hours right now. And I'm gonna put it up. It does have some music in it, so Twitch might mute it, but I'll put it up on YouTube, like, if you're interested in going back and watching it. It was mostly just me playing it. It was a very quiet stream. Like, and I didn't, like, it's very immersive, and I hate talking over it because the sound design and everything is so cool. So it's just like a very quiet playing through stream. But I'll definitely play it again at some point. It is very good, very good. So very good. Thanks, Johan. Because I wanna be able to play it on my new monitor, which might not be here till like June 4th. It's just a very well-made game all around. Very well made. Last I saw it was only like $7.99 on the PlayStation Store when I bought it. Totally worth a buy and a playthrough. Totally worth a buy and a playthrough. There it is. The batteries have died. Oh. Oof. So good. So good. I highly recommend it to anybody. I almost just want to play it immediately again. And like I thought, I liked it even more the second time. It's been a long time since I've played it. Years since I've seen it. And I didn't play it myself the first time. I watched Brandon play it. Oh no, these batteries are dead too. I would have loved to have like been a fly on the wall for the development meetings for this game, because it's just so clever. I bet the people in that room are very, very cool. But I think, yeah, we got everybody. I don't think you can pick up anything for like the Kay and Sanjay and Sven. Like you just hear about them tangentially, I believe. Tricky, if you're still in here, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see anything. I did not see anything. I know you were lurking. Batteries are in backwards. These are almost dead too. Somebody needs to charge their batteries. It's me. Alright, guys. And this is technically a very short stream for me. Like 3 hours? It's a very short stream. Oh. It's so good. I know this was very chill, but it was a good, enjoyable time. Love this game so much. Love this game so much. Oh, so then you can go through and replay specific ones. That's very cool. That's very cool. Such a good game, guys. I wonder... Let's see. I want to know... Tricky said that there's one that's supposed to be related. I want to look and see if I can find it. Maybe I'll play that a different day. Yeah. Yeah. Don't need ya. Don't need ya. Let's see if it pops it up if I... Whoop. Just kidding. Let's see if it pops it up if I go in here. Like, if is there like a related... Ooh, editor's commentary? Ooh. I wonder if that's... Let's look it up. Oh, it looks like it's full price now. Yeah, it's 20 bucks. Oop. Not what I meant to do. Back. Let's look it up. Where's my Google box? What remains of Edith? Let's see, Giant Sparrow games? Would that be the best way to look this up, I wonder? Giant Sparrow games. The Unfinished Swan. This came out beforehand, though. Ooh, that might be something I look up later. Let's see. What Remains of Edith Finch. Sequel? Ooh, the story behind the haunting What Remains of Edith Finch. Ooh. And maybe I'll link this if anybody's interested. Yeah, this is a cool article about it too. I'll link it in the Discord and I'll tag it. I'll tag you in it, Tricky, so you can check it out. You've probably read it. It's like an old article, but anyway, I think that's it for now. Let's see. What else do I have to tell you guys today? I put my new schedule up for the week. I am going to be taking, I wonder if anybody else is playing this. I want to go see. Boop, 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 boo, boo. I hit the wrong button again. Soon, soon, soon. I'll have a new monitor that will hopefully be easier to control. Let's see, let me see. We got like 2 of us in here. Let's see if anybody else is playing this. I have my desktop audio off. Okay, good. Let's see if anybody else is playing this bad boy. No, 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 wait. Turn off. Do not make me listen to my own noises. Let's see. Ooh, somebody is playing it. Yay! Oh, and they're on their way to affiliate. Alright. I found one. Alright, we will. Let me go back to my channel. They don't have a cam, but that's okay. That's okay. They're playing this game, which is what I was looking for. So I will pop us. Set us up to read in there. Alright, guys. I love you guys. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. And I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know what I'll be playing yet. Maybe Outer Worlds. I'll post about it. All right, guys. Oh, they're almost done too. Wow. All right. I'm gonna roll the credits, guys. Love you.